Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Daniel Cross, and today I want to talk to you guys about Call of Duty Ghosts Score Streaks. Now, if you missed any of my previous Call of Duty Advanced Warfare series that I've been posting early gameplay from, please go ahead and check out the description of this video. I will have a playlist for you with all the stuff that I've been covering, such as weapons, sniper class setup, gameplay itself, that you guys can watch early on my channel. If you guys would like to like and favorite this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel grow within the Advanced Warfare series, and hopefully I can continue to bring more content to you within the future. Anyway, let's get right into the score streaks. So first up, a lot of you guys are kind of curious as to what score streaks are and how they're going to work. Well, score streaks are similar to kill streaks, except you earn points in order to unlock them. There are ways to where you can actually keep these to where you don't have to worry about dying, and I'll get to that in a minute, but the most part is you can actually get points by capping objectives, getting certain types of assists, and things like that all add into your actual score streak and help you earn it. So first up, what I want to do is go through the list of score streaks, and then I will explain the customization after I read through these. So let's talk about the score streaks themselves. The first one is a 400-point score streak. It's called the UAV. We all know what this does. It's an unmanned aerial vehicle that shows enemies on the minimap, and it costs about 400 points on the base cost. So the next one is up. It's a care package. It's returning. It's the orbital care package. It's 500 points. A care package called in from the orbit containing a random score streak that has a chance of being the map streak. That's pretty important. I don't think people understand that. There are going to be some maps that will have kill streaks similar to a field order, but it's more random. You have to somewhat earn it, or you have to activate it on the map itself. We're not 100% sure on how these are going to work, but keep in mind that the care package can do this. Now let's talk about the remote turret. It's a 600-point kill streak, a deployable, manually controlled, high-powered turret. Now there's a little bit to this that I'll get into later on about how you can customize this, but it is manually controlled, or you can place it. Keep that in mind when I come back. Now the XS1 Vulcan is a 600-point kill streak as well, a manually controlled burst of high-powered directed energy deployed from space. This is something that you guys saw continuously within the trailer and the multiplayer reveal. This was something that they've been teasing for quite a while. It's a pretty cool kill streak. I've used it myself, and it kind of lights up the whole map. It's pretty unique. Now stepping it up to 800 points is the Warbird, a remotely piloted aerial attack vehicle. Now this is something that's similar to a Black Ops 2 kill streak, kind of like the Dragonfire, but a lot more angry. So keep that in mind when you're using this skill streak, or you actually see it in game. Now let's talk about the next 800-point kill streak. This is the XS1 Goliath. This thing is a beast. It's a piloted suit, a manually piloted suit of advanced armor with heavy weapons. Basically, you climb into this thing, and you have machine guns, and I do believe you have some type of rockets that you can start shooting at enemies. It's very, very, very tanky, so you have to be careful. You don't want to get close to it. I had one, and I actually had someone else on the enemy team call one in when I was playing. It's not very nice to be near. So let's talk about the Paladin. This is the highest skill streak that you can earn. It is 1,000 points, a manually controlled weapon system aboard an orbiting Paladin gunship. Now this is something that's going to probably dominate the map, or at least dominate the airspace, so keep in mind for that. It's 1,000 points, but let's actually go ahead and break down these score streaks, because I know you guys are going to be interested in seeing what you can actually do with the customization system to each individual score streak and how that's going to change the game. First up, we're going to go through the UAV and the advanced customizations that you can do with that. Then I'll go through each and every score streak themselves. So first off, you guys need to remember, anytime you upgrade a score streak, you're upgrading the points, the total cost, and then you're also taking away one of your class slots. So instead of a pick 13, you might drop down to be using one of your points, and obviously that's a sacrifice that you need to remember that you're making. You won't be able to carry in another equipment or anything like that of that sort, because it does take an extra class slot in order to do this. So let's actually talk about the UAV. The UAV has an extra assist points, so more or less for 150 points, a total cost of 550, it grants the user additional assist points for every active kill. The next level up is 300 points. It's a threat detection. Show all enemies for 10 seconds following activation. This is a total cost of 700 points. And for 300 points, you can also bring back the support functionality, basically allowing you to keep your score streak for the UAV on death. So this is something that you guys need to keep in mind. Remember, each one of these types of upgrades accounts for a perk system. You're taking away one of your 13 points, and you're also spending more points on the score streak itself. You're increasing the overall cost. Alright, now moving on to the orbital care package. These are modules that you're adjusting, and the double tap is 200 points. Double tap is basically an old favorite from Black Ops 2. You can re-roll your care package and get something a little bit better if you don't like it the first time around. It's 200 points, so it actually costs 700 total. Better odds basically just increased your chance of getting a higher kill streak or a better item first. This is 200 points as well, so a total cost of 700. And then they have support again on care packages. This is probably something for unskilled players, because this is a total cost of 1100. It's 600 points to add this module. That basically means you have to get a paladin in order to even earn this. A paladin by itself is 1,000 points. So having this here, allowing you to get your kill streaks on death and continue on to get the care package, I find that this is fairly easy something to sacrifice. A lot of people will probably do this if they're unskilled players, but at the same time, they're not going to be calling him in very often throughout the game. Moving on to the sentry, this is kind of something that I wanted to talk about that's really important. The sentry is a manually controlled kill streak. You actually have to control this unless you spend money on one of these modules to upgrade it to a sentry itself. So you can change out the ammo, you can add a rocket turret, you can add directed energy, and you can also make it rippable. Rippable basically allows you to pull the turret off its foundation and walk around with it similar to a minigun. Now each one of these costs about 100 points. The rocket directed turret and the energy directed, these are basically just switching out the ammo to give you a different variation. Now keep in mind when you rip it open, you can actually spend more points in your creative class to actually apply more than one module to a kill streak itself. It just increases the overall cost, and it also takes away one of your points from your pick 13. Remember, it does take away that point, so a lot of people are going to forget that if you apply 3 of these or 4 of these effects, you're going to be losing 4 spots on your creative class. Now for a total of 800 points, you're spending 200 on the actual sentry itself. You can make it a automatic sentry similar to what we've seen in the past in Modern Warfare 2. It basically sits in the corner when you're not manually controlling it, and it will kill people that walk by. The XS1 Vulcan allows you to increase the beam with overcharge for 100 points, a total of 700. You can also use Light Show for 200 points. It adds 3 rotating lasers around the main beam. It's kind of interesting because it's a tri-laser system. You've seen it in the trailer before. Extra burst for 300, total cost of 900. It basically adds another burst. In my opinion, I haven't actually used this in game, so I'm assuming that it extends the life and allows you to fire it one more time. Alright, so the Warbird basically has a machine gun, but you can swap out the weapons with rockets, or you can be an aggressor. This is something that's kind of interesting. The aggressor allows you to have it artificially controlled by an AI pilot. The second one here is something that we've never seen before, and it's called Wingman. This basically allows a player to join up with you while you pilot it, and they can pilot an extra machine gun turret itself. That has a total cost of 300 points, so I believe it brings the total to 1100. The XS1 Goliath has some very simple streaks, but they go a long way for serving how to be productive and actually get some kills. So first up, you have Recon. For 100 points, it applies the suit itself has the Exo Ping Recon ability. Trophy for 100 points is a mobile trophy system that is also attached to the suit. This kind of helps you survive from people shooting missiles and whatever type of rockets or grenades at you as well. Homing rockets, you can pay 100 points for this and you get a rocket pack on the shoulder that can shoot multiple missiles locked onto targets. Finally, the Paladin, the most expensive score streak within the game with 1,000 points. Basically, you can add laser guided rockets for 200 points, a total of 1,200. I believe this is something that we saw within the multiplayer reveal. I don't think anyone actually unlocked this while we were playing. The next up is the 105mm cannon, plus 300 points, so it's 1,300 total. Adds a 105mm turret. Wingman, this is actually making a return, and it allows adjoining player mounts an additional machine gun turret. This replaces the default ability. So you can see that they're making some changes to the kill streak system itself, but it's something that you guys probably shouldn't get worked up over, because obviously each time that someone wants to upgrade their kill streak or put more points into it, it's obviously going to affect their creative class. They're going to have to subtract some equipment there, and they're only allowed 13 points, so each time they upgrade, it takes away 1 point. Anyway guys, this is Cross. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to go continue to watch my Advanced Warfare series, please go ahead and click the annotations or check out the playlist in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it. I would greatly appreciate that, as it helps grow my channel through the launch of Advanced Warfare. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon with some other videos. As always, take care. Hey guys, what's going on? I actually just want to update you real quick. The video that I did before this time is actually pre-recorded. I did this a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to touch in on something that a lot of people didn't really notice at the time when I made this video. So I'm adding this little audio clip toward the end so you guys can understand something important about score streaks. These are not all the score streaks in the game, and if you look at the hardwired perk, it actually gives it away. It says immune to system hack, EMP, nanoswarms, stun grenades, and scramblers. So we know nanoswarms is most likely another score streak, and you're going to be able to earn it somehow. You saw it in the trailer. The guy like rips a door off and he starts blocking the incoming drones when they start shooting at him in the middle of the street. So I just want to let you guys know these are not all the score streaks. That the video that I did and I'm attaching this to is a little bit recorded. It's a little outdated, but everything still stands with the score streaks. This is literally all we know right now. Everything that we played at the LA press reveal, well, San Francisco press reveal for myself and at Gamescom is exactly the same. They had the same score streaks, they had the same weapons, they had the same kill streaks, whatever. It was all 100% the same build. We just know that there's a little bit more information now. Anyway, if you guys want to check out my Advanced Warfare gameplay, please go ahead and check out the annotations and the actual playlist in the description for everything Advanced Warfare. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon in another video. As always, take care.